Our objective for today, I can solve and graph multi-step one variable equations. Tell your neighbor the concept for today. Concept. No, I said the concept. Okay. Since we already know the concept, we don't need a fair model, right? Okay, good. Because if I was to give you a blank sheet of paper right now and count it as a pop part K to write the definition for one variable equation, you know that by memory by now. Yes. Tell your neighbor the definition for one variable equation. Talk it over with me. I even had you guys underline the Cornell note that I gave you with just simple words. What was the easiest definition for this? What's wrong? Be nice. Let's see. No. Paulina, what did you get for the definition on one variable equation? Bam. Did we hear that? Two expressions equal to each other. Yes. Very good. So, we don't need a fair model because we already know what they are. How about the process that we're using? Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. We're still using that. Okay? So, properties that we covered, there they are. Did we do window notes already? Yes. We covered some examples like these, and these. Good. Then we got to these. Remember those? Yay. And then we got to some of these on the home play. And then we got to some of these. So we get to this one. Copy this one. Example 14, please. It says solve the equation. 10 minus 5x plus 1 equals 7x plus 11 minus 12x. Copy that. And then writing utensils down after that, and I'll go over it. Writing utensils down, look up to the screen, please. You guys ready? All right. It says solve the equation. 10 minus 5x plus 1 equals 7x plus 11 minus 12x. So to get started with this, what shall I do? Nate. Bam. That is correct. So we start here. Step one is to simplify. Right now you're just paying attention. To simplify. Can I simplify the left side? Yes, combine like terms, right? This one and this one. So I bring down the negative 5x plus 11. You're just paying attention. Writing utensils down. Thank you. Equals. What can I do to this side to simplify? Combine like terms. This one and this one. What do we get? Negative 5x. Bring down the plus 11. What do you guys see? That this is identical to this. Did you get anything like that last night on the home plate? Yes, one problem was like that. When you have an equation that after you simplify each side, you get this identical to this side, we call that an identity. And let me tell you why. Because it doesn't matter what we substitute for the variable, we always end up with the same thing here and here. Is that correct? For example, if I was to substitute the number 0 in here for x, what is negative 5 times 0? And what do we have left? So what would we have left on the other side? 11, because it's identical, yes? What if I was to substitute a 1? What is negative 5 times 1? Plus 11. Negative 5 plus 11. 6. So then what would I end up with over here? 6. 6 equals to 6. The same thing, yes? So it doesn't matter what positive number or what negative number I substitute. Will I end up with the same thing on both sides? The same thing. That's what it's called a what? Identity, because you end up with something identical. Are you with me? Therefore, question. If that's true, look up to the screen, and they want us to solve for x, what are the possible solutions or numbers that we can substitute for x to make this true? Let's see. I'm going to substitute 0. 0 times that is 0, so I'm left with 11 equals 11. Is that correct? Is this true? So does 0 work? Yes. Can I substitute positive numbers? Yes. Do I end up with the same thing on both sides? Can I substitute negative numbers? Do I end up with the same thing on both sides? So what would be the solution if I continue doing that all the way through? Talk it over with your neighbors, please. Daniel, what would be our possible solution? Kelsey. You're close. The infinity sign only covers the positive numbers. And as it keeps going. Yes. Real numbers. Does it cover all the numbers on the number line, including positive infinity and negative infinity? Yes, that is correct. This is the solution to this one. Copy that, please. So once again, whenever you get an equation that you end up with an identity, what is our solution? X equals real numbers. Does everybody understand why? Because if we continue substituting values on each side, we get the same thing. Are you with me? Yes, Mr. Q, we love you. Good. So this will only work when this is identical to this one. That's why it's called a what? Identity. Everybody got it? All right, copy this next one, please. Example 15. 12x minus 3 plus x equals 5x minus 4 plus 8x. Let's do this one together. Line down the equal sign. What can we do on the left side? Everyone? Combine like terms, so 12 plus 1, that's 13x. Bring down the negative 3 equals. How about on the right side? Combine 5x and 8x, that gives us what? 13x. Bring down the negative 4. Look at it. Is that an identity? No. It looks alike, but it's not. So when you get to these that they're not identity, keep going. The next step is to do what? All variables to one side. Where do I start? Subtract 13x. Subtract 13x. And Paulina, these cancel. Wait a minute. But these cancel. So I bring down the negative 3 equal to, is negative 3 equal to negative 4? No. This is false. If we do not end up with a identity and we keep going and we eliminate our variables and this is not true, therefore this is a no solution. Jerry, you done copying that? Okay, good. All right. Let's look at the previous one, the one we just did. We stopped here because it's an identity, and we know the solution is real, all real numbers. However, what if we were to keep going? Well, what would I do next? Add 5, add 5. These cancel. We're left with 11 equals 11. Is this true? Yes. And it's going to continue being true. That's why this is our solution. Look at this one. Doesn't look like an identity. It looks close. We went to the extra step. We got to this. No solution. All right, let's see how you do with this next one. Example 4C. We got 2C plus 7 plus C equals negative 14 plus 3C plus 21. Copy that and solve. Let's see what you get for that one. Go. All right, let's see. Melanie, what'd you get? X equals real numbers. Hands, have you got that? That is incorrect. Who got C equals real numbers? That is correct. Whoa. Copy this one. 10 minus 4y plus 7 minus parentheses y minus 3 close parentheses equals 10 plus 3y minus 2 close parentheses minus 2y plus 3 close parentheses. Only. Writing down the equal sign, let me help you out. There you go. Nate, tell me what to do on this one. Okay, so where do I start? Close. We need to get rid of parentheses, right? What is the coefficient here? For the factor 1, we distribute, so we have negative 1y plus 3, bring down the 7, bring down the 4y, and the 10. Continue. Negative 5y, and then plus 20 equals. Continue, Leslie R. What do I do over here? Distribute the negative 2, so this becomes positive 4y minus 6. Bring down the 3y plus 10. Continue. This becomes 7y plus 4. Okay. Continue, Kylie. What do I do from there? Add 5y to each side, because that's the smallest variable. We need to get all variables to one side. 20 equals 12y plus 4. Continue, Jesse. Subtract 4. That leaves us with 16 equals 12y. In our last step, divide by 12, divide by 12. We're left with, how many times does 12 fit into 16? Once. And how many left over? 4 over 12. Can we simplify? 4 over 12 is what? 1/3. All right, so we've done enough of this practice, yes? All right. Go to the next funner stuff. Copy this one. And this is very similar, if not, it should be almost about the same as the one you did last night, right? I want to go over this one with you to make sure we use the acronym CUBE and everybody has a guide, because tonight your home play is going to have at least 8 word problems. No, just the black text. Copy that, please. And it says, a construction company charges $450 base plus $28 per hour. Another construction company charges $410 base plus $32 per hour. How long is the job for which the two companies' costs are the same? Copy that. All right. So to get us started, above that one, I want you to write the acronym CUBE. CUBE. And that acronym is going to help us translate these word problems. Now, I know some of you have different techniques. This is going to be a simple technique on how to get organized and translate some of this work. Here we go. I'm going to start with blue. And I'm going to circle the letter C. C stands for circle. That's why I circled it. Circle what? Important numbers. So I'm going to circle important numbers from here. 450 base, $28 per hour. That's important. 410 base, and 32 per hour. That's important. Okay. Next, with red, I'm going to underline the letter U. What do you think that stands for, Maria? Very good. Underline. Stands for underline the question, because we need to answer the question at the end. How long is a job for which the two companies' costs are the same? Make sure you answer the question at the end in a sentence. Next, I'm going to go to green, and I'm going to box the letter B. What do you think that stands for? Jerry. Bam! That is correct. You box important information. And let me show you the important information. The one that is so obvious that you might miss, that's the one that you need to pay attention. For example, what are they talking about? They're talking about what? A construction company. That's important. What else are they talking about? Another construction company. That's also important. I boxed that one too. All right. Next, with black, I'm going to put an X over the E. Guess what that stands for? Exclude unnecessary information. Who remembers in your old textbooks that they used to give you these word problems with a lot of wording, but they only gave you like the important numbers like almost towards the middle or the end, and then the question? So for E, just remember, if they give you any fluff in the problem, just exclude that. Just, you can cross it out or whatever the case, so that you don't have to focus on it. And the last one, the letter D, I'm just going to do this. Put a little thingy like that, so that we remember to draw. Draw pictures. Draw pictures of whatever they're talking about, geometric figures. But in this case, to get organized, I'm going to draw a table. Okay? So here we go, to get organized. No, not that kind of table. Did somebody come yet? No. Does it see my table? No? Never mind. I guess. So, question. What did we box that was important? A construction company and another construction. So how many construction companies? So that's how we're going to start our table. You draw 2 lines down and 1 across. All right, everybody there? Focus, please. So 2 lines down, 1 across. Do they give us the name of the first company? No, I'm going to label it Company A. Therefore, the other one is Company B. Right here, I'm going to write total. All right, so let's start. I'm going to switch to red, and I'm going to read the problem. A construction company charges 450 base. That means that without doing any work, how much do they have in their pocket already? 450. So we're going to put they already have plus 450. How much do they charge an hour? 28. Do we know how many hours they're going to do the work? No, so what can we label that? 28x, because we don't know how many hours. So if this is the expression for the first company, write me the expression for the second company, please. What did you write? 32x plus 410. Hands if you got that. Okay. Let's answer the question. How long is the job for which the two companies' costs are what? What's another word for the same? Equal. That means when this one is equal to this one. So right here I'm going to write 28x plus 450 equal to 32x plus 410. And do we know what to do with that? Yes, solve please and answer the question. Go. Stephanie, what do I do? Subtract 28x from both sides. We're left with 450 equals 4x plus 410. Subtract 410. Subtract 410. 40 equals 4x. Divide by 4, divide by 4. 10 equals x. Are we done? No, we need to answer the question. What's the question? How long is a job for which the two companies' costs are the same? The cost is the same for both companies after what? Sorry? 10 hours. 10 Q. All right, so do we know how to use the acronym Q? Okay, it seems fairly easy. Let me go to another problem that's going to be very similar to this one with a two-column approach. Look at this one. John and Clarissa are planting tulip bulbs. John has planted 60 bulbs and is planting at a rate of 44 bulbs per hour. Clarissa planted 96 bulbs and is planting at a rate of 32 bulbs per hour. In how many hours will John and Clarissa have planted the same number of bulbs? Isn't that very similar to the one we just did? How many people are they talking about here? 2, so you do 2 lines down and so on and so forth. So we're not going to do this one. I'm just showing you a different presentation. Now let me go to another one that's going to be a little bit different from these. Look at this one. It says, Jaden sold 4 more shirts than Roman. Copy that, please. Maria sold 3 times as many shirts as Jaden. In total, the 3 sold 51 shirts. How many shirts did Maria sell? This is very similar to the other one, but it's different because this one does not talk about rate. You guys notice it's not talking about a certain rate. This one, they just are missing information. And I'm going to show you how to do this one together. Hurry up, copy that, please. 20 seconds. So, at the top, make sure you write cubed, because we're going to use that acronym to set this up. So, I'm going to start with blue. The C stands for what? Circle important numbers. What are important numbers? 4 more, 3 times as many, and 51 shirts, okay? Underline the question. What is the question? How many shirts did Maria sell? Double underline Maria because that's the one that we need to focus on. With green, box important information. So let's see, what is obvious? Jaden sold, okay. Who else sold? Maria sold. Who's the only person they don't mention sold? Roman. Okay, so that's important that we box those. Exclude any information. Let's draw a table. How many people are they talking about this time? How many? 3. So how many lines down? 3. 1, 2, 3. Who's the first person they mention? Jaden, so it's J. Who's the next person? Roman, which is R. The next person, Maria, and here is the total. All right. So let's do a check. They tell us what Jaden sold, and I can figure that out. They tell us what Maria sold. Who's the only person they don't tell us sold? So what can we label Roman? X. He'll be our X, and that's how we're going to start to label the rest. I'll wait. All right, so let's read it again. Jaden sold 4 more shirts than Roman. So if Roman is X, how can we write 4 more shirts than Roman? Here it goes again. Jaden sold 4 more shirts than Roman. What is Roman? So what can we write? 4 more shirts. X plus 4. X plus 4. Roman plus 4 more. Maria sold 3 times as many shirts as who? So what is Jaden? X plus 4. But if Maria sold 3 times, so we multiply that how many times? 3. And what is the total of shirts that they sold? Do you guys see the equation now? X plus 4 plus X plus 3 times X plus 4 equals 51. Do you know how to solve this? Yes. All right. Home play for tonight is found on page 95. There is tutoring. So if you can stay, stay. If not, have a good one. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.